Today I'm going to make croutons. My grandkids love to snack on these, and I'll show you an easy way to make them. The key to them is using air bread, because if you don't use air bread, they kind of break your teeth and they're really crunchy and not as pleasant to eat.
So by air bread, you mean just a fluffy, cheaper kind of bread?
Yeah, they're very cheap. I kind of like this Nature's Own butter bread, but any bread that is very airy will do. But I put a frost on this, so it's pretty good, but I take about 4 slices at once. And you can do it with just a serrated edge knife, but I like to use a...
Now, is this frozen bread?
No, not
It's
very.
just been, it's been cold.
It's not really good enough, but it would be if you did.
So is it best to have it frozen?
Yeah, it's better to have them frozen, because they aren't really that hard to cut frozen, but I forget to freeze them, so I usually do it this way. So you trim all the crust off. Oh, it's this way. And even if you get a little bit where I'll show you where this part will indent on the top, it's not that bad to leave that on. A little bit more there. Okay, then
You just throw that stuff away, or you?
Yeah, you can't feed the birds or ducks anymore with it.
You could make breadcrumbs.
Oh yes, that's right. You could make breadcrumbs, but I haven't done that.
You can't feed the ducks the bread crust?
Yeah, you're not supposed to feed ducks anymore with. Oh yeah.
Why?
They say it hurts them for some reason.
Oh.
I don't know. I read that and I was a little surprised. We all did that. So then you're going to make like probably thirds this way. Or you can make them smaller. I sometimes make them smaller. And then make sure you gently hold this if it isn't frozen, because it does smash easy. And I'll probably do that way. And put that back.
Sounds like a shop project.
Try to hold them all up there.
So you're doing it in 4 one way and 3 the other?
Yeah. I guess that's all right. Kind of clip that one, but... Okay. So then the next thing I will be... Oh, I missed that one.
Well, it fell over.
It fell over and you got
Okay.
That's what
End of shop
I have a
project.
fix for that. Oh, yeah. So the next thing I do is I'm going to spray a cookie sheet. I want to get it all over the counter, but I probably will. You spray it very generously, because the bottom of the bread will soak up that a little bit and give you the crunch that you need when it bakes. And so I'm going to keep going here. And you bake these in a 300-degree oven so that they don't get burned. You just want them to be crunchy all the way through. So the next thing I'll do is put these all over here. That one has crust on it, too much crust. Okay. And then you want to make sure, if you can, if they're one layer, and all the way down.
So one of my grandkids came to me and wanted the crust cut off his bread, and he had a heel. So I cut the edge off and he was happy.
Wow.
He was
Well,
little.
there is that trick that I use more than one time. If you have 2 end pieces, if you butter the crust side and put peanut butter and jelly so that the crust is on the inside of the sandwich, nobody complains.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I did that too, but I did have somebody who caught on.
But he just needed it cut.
He saw his older
We're gonna do that.
siblings or cousins getting them cut.
Okay, so the next thing I do is spray this again, but I only do half so that I can get some of these spices on. And I use a little bit of garlic, a little bit of Lowry's, just kind of lightly, and then quite a bit of Parmesan. And you're hoping that it sticks.
And one got it that clumped on one.
Yeah.
That came out, gets the
That's good.
wins.
A little bit more. All good. And again, kind of lightly. I'm doing this a little. I hope light enough to where it's not too strong.
And then liberal on the
On the
Parmesan.
Parmesan, yeah. And that's what makes it smell good in the oven too. So I can get some of that one.
Awesome.
Some of them I missed. And then I give it one more final spray. There again to try to make sure it sticks. And then you bake this for, it seems like if I had more in here, it would be probably 20 minutes in the 300-degree oven. But this will probably go 15.
So
I
you
guess the clue is they'll watch it.
Yes.
Because it would depend on your
Yeah.
oven.
Because you really don't want to break your teeth on them. And these even don't, if they're really, they still don't. They're not that really tough kind of, everybody's had those.
But you did about a half a loaf here, right?
Yeah, a half a loaf. I can do almost all of it in a loaf if you get it close together. I'm real careful.
So in one cookie
on
sheet,
one
you
cookie
could do
sheet,
a whole
yeah, I
loaf.
can, yeah. So I will bake these and then we'll taste them.
Okay?
Here we are with the finished croutons. They look like this, and now we'll taste them.
At last.
They do smell good. It's amazing how well they.
Some of them are a little crunchy, but
They just explode in your mouth.
and you can see why you need the
Parmesan.
and the pan
Uh-huh.
to get everything to stick. That's why I use so much of it.
Yeah. And it tastes buttery. And it's just regular Pam.
Yep.
Did
You'll have to
did you
leave the
spray it
rest of
on?
those for Roger to try.
Did you spray it on top of them too?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Twice.
The pan,
Your bottom
and then
the
as I
top.
seasoned each one, I sprayed them, and then I
And
put
then one
the
more
Parmesan on one more time. Yeah.
Yummy.
There you go.
Thank you, Bun.
Well, there's all those too. Not quite. Oh, and they freeze really well.